Man, we haven't had a good rain in probably 3 weeks. I got beans that are flowering and I got beans that are still on the ground, not even came out of the ground yet. Yeah, a nice rain would be good. We've been irrigating over there. This stuff we've been irrigating too. Yeah, pretty much we're hoping for a rain. I'm gonna start doing my rain dance. That's why corn has like a funnel with the leaves. It loves to drink wide open mouth. Yeah, we really could use at least a minimum of 2 inches. I wouldn't be mad if it poured hard. We could get 2 inches. Would let the corn would probably grow 4 or 5 inches, like in a day or two. But for right now, we got what God can give us, and hopefully He can give us a little bit more. You're almost going there. Yeah, go that way. Oh, okay, stop. This is the first stuff we planted. This 1 acre here, maybe an acre and a half, used to be a cow pasture. So all the dry cows used to go out here. It's really fertile. There's not a lot of soil here actually, to be honest with you, but it's really fertile ground and it's really soft. We planted this at 28,000 seeds an acre, 300 pounds an acre of fertilizer. And this is our first stuff. It's peaches and cream. It doesn't have a lot of drought problems right now. We did irrigate it, as you can see the gun out here in the middle. We did irrigate it for a few days, but we've been getting little bits of rain, thunder showers here and there. Not a lot of rain, but you know, we'll get a 10-minute downpour, but it's enough to keep it looking green. So pretty much right here, as you can see, we got some tasseling going on. So this is great. So after it tassels, it's a couple more weeks and then she's good to go. This looks like a great crop. I wish it all looked like this, but this will probably be one of our best fields right here. This will be probably ready right around August, I'm hoping. This is where I'm hoping to make a good ton of money off just this bit here. This looks really good. I'm happy with this. We're dealing with very high input costs. You know, urea's $1,000 a ton or more. Potash, 13, 14, 15, 1,600 bucks a ton. And those are the kind of fertilizers that are pretty much essential, those three. You kind of need them. If you're gonna plant any kind of crop of corn, you need it. So we got the high fertilizer, we got high fuel price. This year's corn crop is not gonna be, I don't think, as bountiful as last year's corn crop, but this year's corn crop, I'm gonna sell for probably $8 a dozen instead of the $5 a dozen from last year because the cost have gone up. Down here is pretty much, it's still wet. It rained last night for about 20 minutes. I do like Haldeman clay. I'm used to this type of dirt. Over in the Simcoe grounds out there, you can have a wore out drill. It don't matter because the seed just goes on the ground. It will grow. You can spit it out of your mouth. It'll still grow. Out here in the clay, your stuff has to be put together good. We're gonna head out now and take a look at the other corn and yeah, see how that looks. They're a little bit drought, like they're a little bit crunchy, the leaves here. Hold on, pause. My mom, it's okay. Let me call Mom. Hey Mom, can I call you back? Okay, good morning, bye. There's my mom there. So here's my poorest cornfield. Looks like garbage. I don't even know if we're gonna get anything off of this. It just didn't rain. It just didn't rain and they just took forever to come out of the ground. And that's literally it. It just didn't rain. To be honest, I don't even know if these cobs are gonna make it. I might sell these things. They might be little dinky cobs, appetizer cobs. This kind of business with sweet corn is kind of a test. You gotta test it out, okay? You gotta test it, right? Like, you might not make much money the first 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 years. It's not something that you just put it in the ground and, oh shit, I made money, right? Like, it's a sensitive crop.
This is our 3rd year doing sweet corn, and our kid is 2.5. So it's been kind of, I've been a little bit distracted. I would like to see the sweet corn as just a supplemental income for the farm. So I don't want to see all our focus going into sweet corn.
These are miniature horses. And we have 3. We have Pixie, Peaches, and Pepper. Pepper is the new foal. She was just born this spring.
I think having the self-serve is great. I think being able to sell right from the farm is fantastic, and maybe down the road we can offer some different crops as well.
So this is Peaches and Pepper.
There is no work-life balance. It's all work. So the farming is not a job, it's a lifestyle. So it took me a long time to come to terms with that. That was a big area of conflict for us in the beginning when we first got settled, because I'm like, why aren't you home? Let's do projects on the house, but it's always the farm. Yeah. So my sister, she's been a really great help in the summertime. She's a teacher, so she's available in the summer.
I am going to look for corn smut, which is a fungus that infects corn, but it's actually edible. It's used in Mexican cuisine, and it even dates back to the Aztecs using it for cooking. So I'm gonna try to collect some. I've never collected it before. Hopefully I collect the right stuff and then make some recipes with it. I've been doing some research on corn smut, which is also known as huitlacoche in the Aztec language. It originates in central Mexico, and it's been eaten there for hundreds of years. In the research I've done, I have found that you can actually eat this, and it makes delicious tacos, so that's what I'm gonna make today. What you wanna look for are these nice plump galls. They can vary in size, so we have some nice small ones here, and then we have larger ones here. They're nice and firm and quite silky still. When they burst, you'll see the powder, and that's the fungus spores, so you don't want to eat those. So the fungus infects the kernel. It starts off small, and then they will get larger. When you're looking for good ones to cook, you want to look for black inky texture on the inside, like this, instead of the powdery residue we saw earlier in the older dry cobs there. This can be rough chopped. We're just gonna fry it and then put it in the taco. All right, I'm gonna start by melting some butter. You can use any oil you want, but I like butter. I'm going to cook the onions until they are translucent. Then I will add the huitlacoche, and I have some chopped up garlic to add as well. I'll turn the heat down to medium. Add the garlic. I didn't add the garlic at the beginning with the onions because I didn't want it to burn, so I'll add it now. And I will also add a little bit of poblano pepper that I've chopped up. I won't make it too spicy. So right now I'm smelling the garlic, I'm smelling the onion, and it's a very earthy, just full-bodied smell. So I definitely cook it about 5 minutes. I tend to overcook any fungus that I forage for, just to make sure. You don't want it to get too dry, but you also don't want it to be too wet. That's good. Nice. I picked this fresh this morning, so that makes a big difference. All right, we're gonna plate these up now. So I have some warmed up tortillas. I have some lacto-fermented lime here that I made up. It's just lime and salt, and you let it sit for a few months. That's not traditional. This is something I like. It's delicious. Then we'll add a little cilantro. And that is that. All right, and here we have our huitlacoche tacos, which are made from fungus that grows on sweet corn. It would normally be thrown out by people like Shane, who is a sweet corn farmer, but you can make a meal from it. And since all of you have just been watching me make these, I think it's time for you to try them.
All right, let's give it a go. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's really good. Nice kick. Very well done. Love this fellow. It's Erica.
Well, we got rain. That's the big thing. We got a lot of rain. We got about 4 or 5 good days of rain, 1/2 inch to 1 inch. I think the one day we got 1 inch. Every other day we got about 1/2 an inch. These are the early varieties that are tasseling, and they're about 3 weeks out. Middle of August, probably the doors will open or the driveway open for customers to come in and buy. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Right here is a good one here. It's nice to have them the same length because then its consistency is nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're getting all the nice same cobs, it sucks when you get a good cob, then a shit cob, then a shit cob, then a good cob, then an okay cob, then a good cob. It's nice when they're all just good. We got to cut wheat, get that done. Pretty busy, haven't had time to go out much and get sweet corn or anything like that. But I'll probably just eat my own corn.